Hello guys, how are you?
Hey guys, how are you guys? We're waiting for everyone to join right now. We can have a chat. Where are you guys from? We have Joel, we have Fatin Saleh, we have Kumar, Lalit, Martin, Nicola. Where are you guys from? What do you guys do? We can have a little bit of interaction. You can type in chat or even join with your microphone also while we're waiting. Stockholm, Sweden. Nice to meet you guys. Good evening. How's your weekends? We're gonna talk about being an AI integrator today from Spain. So within the space of AI, like the commercializer of the technology is the AI integrator. The premise here is that there are so many really good open source language models that already exist. There are hundreds of thousands of them. And out of hundreds of thousands, there's like around 30 to 40,000 really useful ones that can do complete tasks that before this time required human level intelligence. So anything like when it comes from accounting towards gaming, towards smart governments, smart cars, smart like systems, smart homes, like pretty much artificial intelligence can be integrated into any application, mobile application, web application, and the process of integrating an AI language model towards different hardware softwares, it's pretty much similar. No matter it could be a computer vision language model, it could be an NLP language model that understands human language, like for translations, for text to speech, like all of these solutions are tools for an AI integrator. So, and the thing that's happening right now within the market is that building your own language model from scratch doesn't make sense anymore, because it requires a very high level talent that's like super expensive and very hard to find. It requires a lot of spending a lot of money on servers for training these things. It requires looking for like huge data sets. And then these language models, they have to work like a human brain. So there are software made neurons like happening, and you have to know algorithms. So it's very difficult for organizations to create your own solution when there is like a lot of really cool like open source models. Even ChatGPT right now, it has an open API, and anyone can create a solution on top of ChatGPT. So, and there are solutions similar to how good ChatGPT is, but they're also open source fully. So you don't have to pay to use these things. These things are trained, these things learn on themselves. They work really well, and they allow the integrator to create a really cool solution. And we're going to have our senior ML developer with us today, and we're going to talk about being an AI integrator. Congo, Spain, we have, this thing is, this technology, these solutions are in very high demand, no matter where you guys from, what city, what country, what sector, what industry, because it's going to be applicable for pretty much everything. And we can see like the disruption happening on a big scale right now. And all these organizations, companies, businesses, even governments, they're looking for people who can make their thing a lot smarter using the ML pretty much. So that's what that's the skill of the future pretty much. It is so we're waiting for like 5 to 10 minutes more, and then we're gonna start. Pull up some links for now. Do you guys how often do you guys use like different AI platforms like ChatGPT, Midjourney, maybe like, so from 1 to 5, can you guys give me like a number in chat? How actively are you using different AI tools yourself? Two. Okay. It helps us get understanding from how much experience you have within the space. So it's easier for us also. Okay, I'm pulling up some links. We're gonna take a look at a lot of different cool solutions. We're gonna show like around 8 to 9 models that we've created ourselves, including a language model that allows anyone to translate a video. So like the audio within the video into like up to 50 different languages. We've already built this thing and we're looking to create it into a separate product where you're able to upload a video and then pay a certain amount and be able to receive a video in any different language. So 50 languages is a lot. So like all main languages of the world are covered by this solution pretty much. And it gets better every day. And there is also a way to keep a human's voice. So it's the next update that we're working on right now. I can keep my voice that talks in a different language. So my voice would be speaking in Chinese, for example. My voice would be speaking in Spanish, no matter what language you choose. So a lot of cool things are happening, and the AI integrator is the skill that will be able to turn these things into actual products. Yeah, we're waiting while everyone is joining, and 5 more minutes, guys, and we're going to start with our presentation. How many people we have here? Okay, 10 people. How to build an AI model. So look, building your own language model, like I just said, it's way too complex at this point, especially for different organizations. They want to pay for these solutions, but they want them really soon. They don't want to develop your own AI model from zero because it requires a lot of talent, very high level talent that's very hard to find, and it's super expensive. It requires a lot of expenditures on like servers, on software, so many tools like that you need to pay for, and then it requires a very difficult amount of pretty much coding. So, but we're here offering a skill that also requires coding. Like you need to code with these things. You need to know how to work with data, and we're going to learn that within our program. So pretty much the skill here is that you take an open source language model that's able to, for example, turn text to video or understand what's happening on the video, see like what objects are there or what faces are there, be able to tell whose face it is, like from taking the data from somewhere. So creating a real solution and integrating it into a real working application. So let's say a mobile app that has 100,000 users daily, and then you're able to make it smarter using ChatGPT. And then it takes like 3 to 4 weeks so that 100,000 users can actually go and start using these things. Yeah, so it's a very, very pretty much niche skill that's applicable for like so many different industries. And you're able to create real solutions that people are ready to pay for. Trying to look for all the Okay, guys, we can start right about now. So yeah, my name is Adilhan. I'm the co-founder at BU. We have actively over 250 active students learning three main directions that we teach which is blockchain development. The first one, we have the most students there, like around 150 students there right now active. We have around 70 people learning metaverse development with Unreal Engine. So creating like everything 3D. And this third direction, which is probably one of the ones that has the highest potential and has the highest demand, is being an AI integrator. And we already have like done commercial work for different companies, created like voice models. Our senior ML developer, which is our main sensei, our main teacher here, he created his own language models, multiple, for example, like very complex ones for predicting breast cancer, like a lot earlier than normal machines would without AI, with an accuracy of 92%. He's created a language model that's able to translate a video into over 50 different languages. He's created a support assistant, like a chat support assistant for different organizations. So different organizations, they have their own chat GPT on their website that can talk to people and give them all of the information about a certain organization, which is right now, this is the hardest solution actually. So being able to go into an organization, pull a lot of their data, their history of them talking to their customers, and take all that history and turn it into a chatbot that's super smart, that understands all the history of all of the supports that are given by this company, and then can keep learning from every new prompt, every new request that they get. Yeah, so that's pretty much the cool solution. So I'm gonna pull up my screen right now, and I'm gonna show you. Okay. Let's talk about the team first. Yeah, so we have around 24 people right now in the team. Not everyone is in here, but yeah, we have a senior AI developer, ML developer with over 5 years of experience in ML, which is like very hard to come by right now these days. And it's a person, Muhammadjan is a person that has taught like over 300 people, like full ML development from zero to like junior to middle level ML developers. Yeah, we have me here, Juanish, co-founder. We have a senior blockchain developer, a metaverse developer, also an NFT expert, Tails. Maybe you've heard of him. He's one of the whales within a few blockchain ecosystems. We have Arman, Abish, our guys with operations and business development side, and we have a manager that you probably talked to, like who sent you all the messages with invitations to this workshop. So yeah, the main topic here, guys, I'm gonna show you my screen here. I'm gonna show a few solutions. So can you see my screen right now? So we have NVIDIA, which is like a huge case, that like a crazy thing that happened like 5 days ago, 6 days ago. There was a presentation, an AI conference by NVIDIA, where they presented a few like of their huge solutions. So which is a multi-modal language model. So which means that you're able to feed it a text and turn a text into a 3D a 3D space environment. You can give it a chart and turn it into a voice explanation of the chart. You can give it a voice and turn that voice into a video. You can give it like a video and then get a music for this video. You can give it a song and then turn it into a video. So like anything can become anything, which is the next step of evolution here. And all of these technologies are fully open source. So you can take any of this code that's an actual solution. For example, they have a solution that when you're looking away from the camera, it's going to make your eyes look into the screen. It has a solution that takes all of the noise and only keeps your voice within a certain recording. So like a lot of really cool solutions that work already. They work really well, that you're able to pretty much copy and like put it on your private servers. You keep all of your data. You don't share any data with NVIDIA here, and they just give all this code for free. Why do they do like a lot of open source within machine learning, within AI language models? The reason would be that they're looking to attract as many developers as it's possible so that they can grow their ecosystem. Because when these things are open source, someone's going to create a really cool solution and figure out a few ways how to improve this code, and then he's going to go into the GitHub of this solution and improve it, and then this thing will improve by a multitude. So instead of having like one developer working on one model, you can attract a lot of developers for free by just giving away your solutions. So that's what NVIDIA is doing, and that's why like within like few days after the presentation, NVIDIA became a $1 trillion market cap company. So within the whole planet, we have like around 8 to 9 companies like that. Like we have Apple, we have Saudi Aramco, we have Alphabet, only a few companies like that. And NVIDIA joined this trillionaire dollars club, so which is pretty huge. And the things that they're creating, everything is open source and anyone can create a real solution. We have Hugging Face, which is like the hub, the central hub for open source, everything open source AI. So we have like text to image, image to text, text to video. You can have visual question answering, graph learning, so for different charts, everything with documents, object detection, depth estimation. So like a lot of really cool solutions. And here, only on this website, you have around 218,000, exactly 218,981 different open source models. So any one of these you're able to download and you're able to turn into a real solution. You don't need to create your own solution from zero. So we have GPT-2, for example. This is an open source equal to GPT-2, for example, right? You can create something from there. Like we have open source solutions that are that work similar to GPT 3.5 to GPT-4 at this point. We have like Auto GPT, like very cool solutions. And the second part of this whole deal is that you need to train these solutions to do your required specific task. So whether it's an AI accountant or AI travel agent, AI, like anything, smart anything, you need to have data to teach it how to do certain tasks. So you have 38,000 different data sets. For example, let's see if we can see, like, for example, Oscar, I think this is the IMDb, for example, right? This is a good example. IMDb has all of the data from all of the movies, who casts in these movies, what's the movie about, what's the rating of this movie, how many times was it shared. All of the data about IMDb was scrapped and turned into a data set. So you're able to take a text-to-text language model, for example, connect it to some form of a chat, and then make it like a bot that helps people choose a movie to watch, right? So like you're looking to watch something sci-fi, you like this kind of movies, okay, so let me recommend you these movies, for example, right? And you can turn it into a real application. It's just one idea out of like thousands, and a lot of cool things are being built. So for example, Opus One, let me see if I can pull up this solution. No, I can't. Okay, so this is a solution on top of ChatGPT, which is gaining like thousands of users. Yeah, it was written there, powered by OpenAI. So you just send your YouTube link here, and it will turn your long form video into like a shorts, reels, TikTok format of a vertical video. It will auto crop. It will generate and add subtitles, like in this specific way that people are used to within social media. And then it takes only like a few minutes. So you send it an 1 hour video, and then it turns it into like 10, 15, 20 different clips. And it rates every clip by like how likely this clip is to become viral. So it's a very cool solution. And everything that happens on the back end of this solution, so like image recognition, person recognition, speech recognition, turning all of this into subtitles, everything, all the heavy lifting is done by ChatGPT. So like they didn't create this whole solution. They just integrated it in a way that helps people get this result from it. So an AI integrator is someone who commercializes these technologies, and this is a really good example of that. By the way, this solution, with zero marketing, they got to 600,000 monthly active users, 600,000 monthly active users within like 5 weeks. So everything you build here, everything you create here, it's able to go viral really fast, because you probably know, like within social media, there's so much noise about AI right now. Oh, there's this language model that's able to do this. There's this AI product that's able to like do something in Photoshop, like so many different solutions. And every single one of those is a tool in the toolbox of an AI integrator. So that's what the AI integrator does. Do we have our here? Okay, so we can jump back to slides here. Yeah, so we're backed by Astana Hub, which is the largest tech hub in Central Asia. Like I said, we have around 250 active students. We have over 400 alumni. So the way we learn these skills is very practical. So like we take, like within our program, we're gonna build like 2 to 3 real applicationable solutions that that can work on a commercial level. So yeah. Next slide, please. Yeah, there's a lot of demand for ML developers, and you can see that there is a race that's happening. For example, we don't have NVIDIA here, but NVIDIA is also pretty huge right now on the amount of people. There's thousands of really smart, genius ML developers within these companies creating very cool solutions. Like you have Meta, they've been trying to do their like metaverse thing, and now they're switching to anything AI, text to 3D. So that's the direction that they're going with. We have NVIDIA, we have Microsoft, Amazon right now is creating their own chatbot that's able to recommend like what you should buy on your personal requests, which is also a really cool solution. Apple is trying to create what Microsoft is doing also. Microsoft, they're embedding ChatGPT into whole Windows solution. So like the next Windows will have a complete ChatGPT integration. Anything that you do on your computer can be automated, can be done faster, can be done in a better way by using ChatGPT that's connected to every process within your computer. And the same thing is being done by Apple also right now. So this technology will keep growing, and all of these people we have here, they are the giants on whose shoulders we stand pretty much while integrating them into real solutions. There's so many verticals, industries that has these skills applicable. So you can create anything within gaming, for example. It has a lot of very cool applications. For example, if you know, like within every game, within most games there is NPCs, so non-playable characters, and you're able to give a non-playable character a whole backstory of their life. Like they lived for this many years. They have like they had 2 wives, they had 1 divorce, they had 3 kids, they went through like 2 wars. Like you can give them a whole story, and everything else will be filled out by a language model. So you can go to an NPC and ask their life story and ask them specific questions about their life story, and it will give you really intelligent human level answers. These things was never possible before until these large language models appeared within the horizon of IT. So finance, there's a lot of different smart bots for trading, car sales, education, health, like within medicine, AI is very big. Video surveillance, right? So with computer vision, you have smart social networks that are coming up with different solutions. So you have like tools on YouTube that can summarize videos. And we actually built our own tool like that. We're going to show you by the end of the presentation. Entertainment, so like pretty much any industry that you can think of that requires repetitive, patterned, different set of actions, it can be fully automated at this point. And it's a little bit scary of a technology because a lot of people are going to be left without jobs. Like it's very true. But then there's also a lot of new opportunities that's going to come up, like being an AI integrator. So the way we look at it is we should be better, like on the better side of this disruption that's happening, and capitalize on the possibility, because it's not a very difficult task, like it's not a very difficult skill to acquire, and it gives you unproportional amount of possibilities, pretty much. And this is a skill that anyone can learn from zero. So within our program, we teach the skill within 6 months. And then for 2 months, we build a lot of different language models. Yeah, we can hop on the next slide. Yeah, a lot of money was invested in 2022. And as you know, like we had a iPhone 1 moment in 2023 when ChatGPT came out, and so much noise right now happening within the market, and a lot of money is being pulled into different AI projects. Even like ChatGPT, like OpenAI, $40 billion or like $20 billion was invested into. Like there's like huge numbers that are here, that are happening here, and like most of the money goes towards developers, and most of the opportunities goes towards those who can turn these things into actual solutions. Like, yeah, it's cool that you can turn text into an image, but like if you don't turn it into a real solution that a designer would use, it doesn't have a real application. So these things are smart, but they have to be directed into actual commercial directions that people can tap into. Yeah. There's a lot of different solutions like we've looked at. There's a lot of by NVIDIA. Yeah, we have Jarvis and AutoGPT. They're very cool. So instead of just talking to a chatbot on ChatGPT, solutions like Jarvis and ChatGPT lets you give it actions to do. So like you can tell a smart system to do all of the accounting for you, and then you can show exactly how you do all of the accounting within like let's say a software that keeps track of all of the accounting, and you can let it learn how to do all of these tasks on itself. And by the time you're finished, this is going to be a smart account system that's applicable for any company. So something you've built for yourself can be applicable for all of the companies within your space, within your market, as well as pretty much the global market as well, because like the translations, having the language barrier within this space, it's these things are getting very thin, because like large language models, they work really well with different languages. And there have been cases where like different language models that they have taught themselves languages that were never taught to them. So yeah, this technology is quite scary within like how good it is, but the opportunities are there, and no one is like very few people know how to capitalize on this thing. Let's say that, and this is what we're going to be learning. So yeah, okay, keep moving. Yeah, so you probably know how fast ChatGPT got to 1 million users. So within 1 week, and the closest to that from like legit platforms was Instagram. I think the closest was Pornhub. It took like 5 weeks, like the second fastest, and then the third one was like Instagram. So the way these things grow, it's very fast. They have, like ChatGPT has over 100 million users right now, and a lot of people are questioning search, for example, right? Like if these things keep getting smarter, which they will, this will overtake search, as we know, because like why would you want to search through like 20 different pages looking for a certain part of a blog post on a 15th page, let's say, while you can give a certain individual question and receive an individual correct answer. So yeah. Yeah, so on this point, we have Muhammadjan here, our main sensei, senior ML developer. He has master's degree in data science, and he has over 5 years of ML development experience. He has integrated ChatGPT, he has integrated BART, if you know, they have Palm API. He's worked with NVIDIA. He's created language models that are able to translate videos into like over 50 different languages. So we'll show a few of these cases. This person is a true builder, as well as a person who knows how to teach and transfer this skill into someone else, because knowing how to do something and knowing how to teach to do this skill, it's two very different skills pretty much. And Muhammadjan has both of these. Yeah.
Thank you, Adilhan. Hello, everyone again.
And John.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Ah.
Can you hear me? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. So I will talk today about the basic concepts, terminology. We will talk about what is an AI, what is the difference between machine learning. We'll look through some AI applications in more detail. Then we'll see some cool new researches, tools, and stuff in this field. And we'll talk about like what you will learn, what you will get from the course. We will go through the syllabus of our course in more detail. And so let's start with the basic concepts. In simple terms, AI refers to the ability of machines or computer systems to perform tasks that would normally require human intelligence to complete. So these tasks can include things like recognizing images, understanding language, making decisions, and learning from experience. So AI is made possible by complex algorithms and models that are designed to process large amounts of data and make predictions or decisions based on that data. So these algorithms can be trained on a wide variety of inputs, such as images, text, or speech, and can learn to recognize patterns and make predictions based on those patterns. So there are several different types of AI, including machine learning and deep learning. So machine learning involves training algorithms on data to make predictions or decisions, while deep learning uses artificial neural networks to simulate the structure and function of the human brain. So what is a machine learning model? In simple terms, it's a complex mathematical equation with certain input data, X, for example, and a certain output data, Y. So training the model involves repeatedly inputting the input data into the equation and evaluating the quality of the output data, and then adjusting the equation, meaning the model, to make it better and more efficient. So there are three main types of machine learning tasks. These are supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. So the first one, supervised learning, is a method of ML in which models are trained based on labeled data, where each data example contains input data and the corresponding output results. So for example, if we want to create a model that can determine whether a bank transaction is a fraud or not, we can train the model based on labeled data, meaning we have a data set, a set of data with the bank transactions that are marked as frauded or and not. So the opposite one, the second method, is the unsupervised learning. On the other hand, it's a method where we work with unlabeled data, meaning we have no explicit tags or output data. And in this case, the model looks for hidden structures or patterns within the data. So for example, we can use unsupervised learning for clustering customers on some e-commerce website based on the on their purchases, based on their other activities, and that are collected on our site. So finally, one of the most interesting algorithm and method is the reinforcement learning. Is a method where the model is trained based on experience and reinforcement. So in this case, the model must make decisions based on the environment and receive a reward or a penalty for each decision made. So for example, it's widely used for creating the autopilots. It's used to create robots. And as you can see in this example, this is the example of a deep reinforcement learning where we are training the robots to kind of act in this environment, get the information about the environment through the video camera, through the sensors and stuff, and then it learns how to kick the ball, how to run and other things using the reinforcement learning. So as I said before, the deep learning is a method of an AI. It's a subfield of machine learning that involves building artificial neural networks with multiple layers, as you can see in this example. Oh, sorry. In this example, we can have it involves like using and building artificial neural networks with multiple layers, allowing them to learn and then make complex decisions. So this technology has been revolutionary in various industries, from healthcare and finance to gaming and entertainment. So how does a deep learning work? So at its core, deep learning involves training neural networks on large amount of data. These neural networks are modeled after the human brain, with layers of interconnected neurons that processes the input data and produces the output data. The more layers a neural network has, the deeper it's considered, hence the name of deep learning. As you can see in this example, we have a neural network that kind of recognizes the human handwritten digits using the interconnected multiple layers. And at the end, the output of our neural network is the kind of recognized real digit. So the kind of the progress, the development in this field, in the field of a deep learning, allowed to use and train models on unstructured data, and particularly the development of a deep learning gave a rise to the one of the main two fields in AI and machine learning, which are the computer vision and the natural language processing. As you know, computer vision kind of studies and learns how to make an AI and a machine to see. So this is the eyes of a machine. We work on tasks such as like object detection, image recognition, face detection and stuff, and many other projects. And there are like many companies and startups that solely works on computer vision and works in this field. And the second one, not like also very important field, is a NLP field, where we work with the text data, the chatbots, the models of ChatGPT, like large language models, and many other like great models are also developed to generate text, to recognize it, for a sentiment analysis, where we kind of get the emotions, right, or classify some social posts, some reviews, and many other things can be done using the models in the NLP. And during the course, we will kind of dedicate 2 separate modules for each of them, where we will start to learn, and where we will meet the state-of-the-art models for each of these tasks. So as my colleagues before said, an AI is almost used everywhere. We have a lot of data generated each second, and AI is can be used in almost any field and sphere, from finance, from healthcare to manufacturing, banking, and even like the personal devices like smartphones, computers also apply an AI methodologies and AI technologies to make your life easier. So the main like goal of an AI is to optimize our processes, to make our life easier, to generate like more revenue, and make our businesses run faster and easier. So the first application, which is really important, is of course healthcare, is medicine, where we use an AI to save lives, save people. So the rise of a deep learning, as we said, allowed us to process and analyze an unstructured data. So this unstructured data, one of the examples are in the medicine, of course, is the data about the patient. So we have a lot of generated text data about the patient, like his his reviews, his different like images, different types of images, X-rays, CT scans, MRIs, and stuff. We have a lot of different types of data about some patient, and using ML models, using an AI, we can kind of analyze faster and predict some diseases even before they appeared, even before they were detected by real humans. So machine, even now, they can do it very successfully and already like used in the industry to help doctors to identify some problems and possible threats at the very early stage and save the lives, And also the second like sector where it's used, of course, is the drug discovery. We can use it to quickly find and generate new drugs. About this, I will talk later because I personally had an experience in this field. So the one of the projects that I was building by myself with my team of an applying an AI in medicine is the breast cancer classification model using the breast histology images, the open source data set. We were able to train a deep learning model, fine-tuning its architecture and increasing the accuracy up to 92%. So with a 92% of an accuracy, it was able to identify and kind of classify the images with the breast cancer and was not. So this work was published and defended on the scientific conference. And if you have an interest, you can read the work and get some insights and information for you. The second very interesting project, as I said before, was an application of a machine learning of an AI in drug discovery. As you know, like the traditional methods are very expensive, requires a lot of resources and time. It can take up to 10 to 15 years to develop one drug. That's why it was also very kind of relevant and the important project. We collected and used the data, very big data with the known compounds, known drugs, and based on that data and using a deep learning network with a graph architecture, we were able to train the model that predicted the drug interaction power between a new drug and the existing proteins. So, and I mean, even now, like some pharmacy companies are already like starting to integration of an AI of such models with this architecture to develop and to shorten the time required, and not only the time but also like resources and money to develop a new drug. Also very interesting research is the comparison of chatbot answers to the answers of real physicians. So they took the questions regarding healthcare from the social media. They led to answer to those questions real doctors and the chatbots, and then compare their answers in terms of the quality and empathy. And as you can see, like 79% of reviewers preferred the chatbots over physicians, and not only in terms of the quality of the answers, but also in terms of the empathy rating. So that's also very interesting. As we can see, even now, like the current state of chatbots and AI medical chatbots are outperforming the real humans. And in the near future, I think it will be even worse. So maybe in the future, you won't go to a real doctor. Instead, you will be able to kind of talk and discuss your health. I mean, your health issues with your phone through the internet, and the answers and the quality will be much better. So next is the application of AI in manufacturing. By increasing, we can use it to increase the efficiency, reduce costs, and improve the product quality. One of the major applications of AI in manufacturing is predictive maintenance. So where machine learning algorithms will analyze the real-time data from sensors to detect some patterns and predict potential equipment failures before they occur. So this helps manufacturers to schedule maintenance proactively, reduce downtime, and avoid unexpected breakdowns. Another application of an AI in manufacturing is quality control. So AI-powered computer vision systems can detect defects in products such as scratches, dents, or variations in color with greater accuracy than human inspection. So this allows manufacturers to detect and correct issues before the products are shipped to customers, reducing the number of returns and improving customer satisfaction. So so the last sphere, the very big sphere that is very widely using an AI is the banking. So AI is transforming the banking and finance industry by enhancing customer service, increasing efficiency, and reducing fraud. As we said before, in customer service, AI-powered chatbots are being used to provide 24/7 customer support, answer simple queries, and assist in banking transactions. So AI algorithms are also being used to personalize banking experiences for customers, providing tailored investment advice and financial planning services. In terms of efficiency, AI is being used to automate mundane and repetitive tasks such as data entry and processing, allowing banking and finance professionals to focus more on complex tasks. And AI is also being used to improve the risk assessment and fraud detection, flagging suspicious activities and transactions in real time, and preventing financial losses. So why the sphere, why the AI integration job is very important now is because, according to the World Economic Forum, by 2027, 14 million jobs may disappear worldwide, mainly due to an AI. And as you know, it's already happening in big companies like IBM. IBM replacing 7,800 office clerks with an AI. And this, I think this kind of a pattern, right? This kind of replacements will happen in many other big companies and even in small businesses and many other spheres. And AI is already replacing and already competing with humans in some tasks. In some tasks, they are doing it even better, faster, and more optimized in a more optimized way, as we said before. So for business owners, for manufacturers, it's much more feasible, and relevant to change some positions with an AI, with robots, increase their revenue, and ship their products faster, make their processes more, improve the quality of the processes. And that's why it's very important for us from now start learning an AI to at least know how this field is working, what algorithms are there, how they're applied, how to integrate them in the existing systems, how to connect them with existing apps, and do many cool new projects and tools. So on the one side, it's kind of replacing and taking the jobs from real people, from us. But on the other side, it's also creating a new opportunities, such as new startups, new tools are launching every day, as you know. So this will go on, and in the near future, the tools and the developers needed to integrate and to implement these tools will increase. The demand in the sphere and in the market is really high even now, and in the future it will of course be even worse, even better. And that's why we really need developers and specialists who know how to integrate, how to use, how to link an AI with existing platform systems and many other things. That's why it's really important to start and enter the fields of an AI, especially the knowledge, right, and the tools of AI integration. So this is the list of AI startups that raised more than 5 million. As you can see, it's really big. That's a data on the March of 2023. Now this list might be even bigger. We have many companies that raised even more than 100 million. So we can see that an AI field kind of generating a lot of money, raising a lot of money. We have many, we have a very high and have a very high interest in this field. That's why we need more developers, more specialists, as we said, who knows an AI, who knows how to link and build products using this all tools. So not only like small companies and startups are appearing, but also we have big companies who are integrating an AI tools in their systems. One of them is Yelp, and they added an AI to their search engine to make it more reliable and to improve the customer experience. So also other companies doing it, other companies building their own large language models, such as Google. They recently released a Google Bard, which also works like a ChatGPT. You can answer questions, write some text, and generate images. But the main difference is that in the free version of Google Bard, you can search the internet, you can get the answers, the relevant answers and information from the internet, compared to the ChatGPT, where it works only in the paid version. So one of the other very cool research in this field is called Zebra. This ML algorithms allow to read these brain signals of the mice and predict and generate the video from it. So the video on the left side was shown to a mice, and then using special sensors and ML algorithms, the researchers was able to generate this predicted video on the right side. And with the 90% of the accuracy, the model correctly generated each frame of the video. To train this model, they just used the 50 mice and showed them one video multiple times, read their brain signals, and based on that, they were able to find the patterns and define some key features that are used to generate, that are used to predict what this brain was looking for. So this project is also open source. We can get the code, can get the paper, and customize it, and maybe build some great tool on top of it using your own app and the idea. And the other really cool tools are Code Interpreter, allows you to enter your file, so and then get some data visualization, get some data analysis using just a natural language. Instead of before, for example, to do these things, you have to know at least how to use some professional tools like Power BI or other, or you have to know how to code in Python, in R, or some programming language. But now, just using a right tool, you can using some simple prompts and your natural language, you can do a complex analysis, you can do a complex visualization of your data, and do many other things. And this kind of tool, this kind of model is not, it's not exist only in the ChatGPT, but also we have an open source free alternatives which you can use, and on which you can build your own apps. Just you have to know how to link this, how to integrate it into a web application, and you can build something similar with your hands. Another really great tool that is built on top of a ChatGPT is AutoGPT. Also, it's a web version called AgentGPT. You can Google it. It allows you to create an AI agents who will do, after setting up some goal, some objective, it will generate subtasks automatically by itself, and it will sequentially do each of these subtasks. It will automatically by himself prompt ChatGPT. It can web scrap, so extract the data, information, images from some website, browse the website by himself, and all this he will do just using one text, one prompt from you. You will define the main goal, and to reach this goal, it will automatically generate subtasks and do all of these complex processes by himself. And at the end, you will get some code. As in this example, the goal was to write a page, a web page with some inputs and button. And also the other one could be for example, the objective to make a market research on some topic and stuff and thing. And this all will be done by the AutoGPT by himself. And at the end, you will get the detailed, refined report with all needed information that was extracted by an AI agent. So using an OpenAI's models or other like models from big companies is cool, is great. I mean, the accuracy is nice, but the main problem is that if you have some private data, if you have sensitive data, you can't use this. You can't use these models. That's why in the fields of IT, of an AI, everyone loves an open source. Open source means that you can use these models. I mean, the code of the models is clear, is published. It can be used by everyone. You can choose some open source model and deploy it on your own servers, on your own computer, run it, and in that way you will be sure that your data is completely private and secure. It won't be sent into like third-party servers, APIs, companies, and everything will be in your kind of protected and managed environment. So that's why it's really important to know how to deploy such models, how to train them, how to fine-tune them, how to find them, and how to build an app based on like the open source language models. And even some of them, in terms of like quality of the answers, is coming close to its free, non-open source alternatives such as ChatGPT and Google Spark. And there are models like a Falcon, like Llama, that are really close in terms of quality, in terms of things that they can do. So you just have to know how to do it, how to deploy them, and how to make from these open source models services that you can integrate and connect to your own app. So all of this we'll teach and study during the course. So let me finish for now my presentation and talk about our course program in more detail. You will see what topics we will cover, what you will get from our course. So in the first module, it's an introduction to an AI and ML. We will start easy. We will start from introducing you to this field, from learning basic and simple concepts, from again like studying types of machine learning like supervised, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning that I have discussed earlier. And also in this section, we will start our journey in the meeting with a Python. So it's a Python, as you know, it's a programming language used to write which is widely used in machine learning field, and it's also used in other many tasks such as web development, game development, boat developments and stuff. Many other tasks is also written in Python. And the main thing that the Python is one of the easiest languages to learn. It has one of the most like simple syntaxes across all of other languages. And in the TIOBE index, in the index of popularity, it's #1 for many years. And so we can like easily say that Python is the most like popular language in the world. and I think one of the easiest one to start with, to learn without any technical background. And then the second one, yeah, Arman, thank you. Python is the best of the best. So in the second module, we will go to machine learning algorithms. We'll start defining and learning different type of algorithms for different type of tasks, starting from text, pre-processing, getting the embeddings and some features, extracting features from text, working on language models, working on different deep learning models that are used to learn and to get the information from the text. And also in this field, we will start and learn the large language models. We will see the architecture behind the ChatGPT, how such models are trained, how they build, and how they work. In the third module, we will start learning neural networks and deep learning. As I said before, this is one of the most important and interesting fields in AI. All like recent great big models like ChatGPT, like Midjourney are all in this field. So they are deep learning models. That's why we will go through each of these types of models in deep learning, different methods and tools, frameworks to build, and how to make your model more accurate, how to prepare your data, and at the end, we will learn how to deploy and use the pre-trained ones and to deploy these models into service. The second page, please. And the fourth, yes. As I said before, there are two main tasks in AI. That's a natural language processing, where we work with the text. We will go through different existing models, state-of-the-art architectures and solutions in this field. You'll learn how to train such models, how to use the pre-trained ones, how to choose the correct model for the task that you have. And in the fifth models in the computer vision, we will do the same for computer vision. We will study different frameworks and tools in this field. You'll learn how to write a model which can detect the different objects from the video, from the audio, and how to generate another image from the existing one, how to classify different images based on the objects on them, and many other tasks you'll learn in this great module. And the last two modules are the most important ones, the features the main features of our program. That like set of tools and knowledge is not given in the universities and other courses. In the module 6, you will study enterprise development technologies. So these are the set of tools that are used in big companies in the industry, in the real world. So for example, we will start with the different data sources and databases. As you know, the data is not always just a file. That's why you have to learn how to work with different databases. And for sure, like big companies, even startups, store their data, their information in some special database management systems. That's why, as an AI integrator, you have to learn how to work with this data, how to extract data from them, and how to again upload the data in these different storages. And you will also have to learn how to work with cloud computing solutions, such as that are provided by Amazon, by Google, by NVIDIA, because not always even big companies and big startups have an access to some powerful machines, and mostly they are using some remote solutions, cloud solutions. That's why you also have to learn how to work with these technologies, how to deploy and train your big models on remote servers, on remote machines, and you will learn how to then make from your model a container a solution that can be transferred easily to a server using a Docker, and you learn how to turn your AI model into a REST API. It's in simple terms, it means that you will kind of turn your machine learning model into something that can be called, that can be used by some other apps, by some other programs. Meaning, I mean, the main like point of integration is to be able to connect your machine learning model with an existing app. And then the last one, we will cover the great technology called Kubernetes, where you will learn how to monitor, how to easily deploy, change, upgrade your machine learning models that are deployed in the form of a container using Docker in the Kubernetes. So also I want to mention the important thing that we will have at least two like big projects during the course. The first one will be in the middle, like a midterm project, and the second one will be the final project of the course, where you will apply and practice all of these technologies that we covered. You will start from zero with your own like product, where you will choose it from the list that we will provide, and then we together will build this project from scratch. And I hope that we will have students which projects will even turn into some startups and something more like a big companies. So you will have a chance to work on your dream together with the people with the same like dream, with the same goal. And the supervision from my side, I will help you with your problems and will help you to deliver a really working and great projects. So another thing to mention is that the main focus during the study will be the practice. So we will practice a lot. If you don't have any knowledge in Python, in programming, no worries. We will start from zero, from scratch, and you will learn. We will learn together like how to program in Python, how to build great project together, and because of that practice, it will be easy for you to remember, to learn, and to kind of absorb the information that we have. We make these theoretical parts smaller for this course, for the program, and we will focus more on practice, as I said. So that's it from my side, guys. If you have any questions, you can don't worry, turn on your micros or write in chat. If you have questions, I will be glad to ask to answer.
Any questions, guys? You don't have a chance to talk to a senior ML developer every day. Yeah. Okay, so can I sum up really quick with the program, and then we can go through questions. So guys, look, here's what we're going to learn within the program. These language models, no matter it's a text to video, video to charts to audio, all of these models, they work within the same logic. We're gonna understand how these things work, and then we're gonna understand how to train these things really well towards a specific task, how to find data sets that you're going to use to train it, and then how to take this trained solution and connect it to a real organization, take their data, like Muhammadjan said, the data is not kept in a simple document within a real commercial organization. They have like a data management system that's like a Postgres SQL, something like that, where you need to be able to pull all of the data and then train it into a solution. And we're going to learn this full stack of skills that's needed to do this like really cool things on a commercial level. So we're going to show a few real solutions that are created by AI integrators right now also, and some of them are also created by us. So yeah, this is what we're going to learn, and it takes from zero, like from scratch, someone who always wanted to join IT, someone who always wanted to start coding, but all of the heavy lifting will be done by open source solutions instead of us creating like a full solution from scratch, while there's already like hundreds of thousands of open source solutions. So that's going to be the focus, and we're probably one of the very few programs that are learning this exact skill within like an international market, pretty much. And this is a better skill to learn than ML development at this point, even because there's no there's no need to create your own full solution while there's so many cool ones out there already. Okay, so questions. How can I build an app with the help of AI? Okay, so let me show you a few things. Yeah, we're gonna switch to the program after this. I'm gonna show you a few applications. So we have a few videos, examples of AI integrators building really cool things using open source solutions.
How many calories does it have?
Diet Coke doesn't have any calories.
He gave ChatGPT eyes by hooking it up to his camera.
So he used a computer vision language model, and then he connected it to ChatGPT, and he created a very cool solution that's able to talk to you about like anything that's on the video.
How many calories does it have? Eyes by hooking. Guy, tell me. Access to the internet. Who is this guy? Tell me a little bit about him.
John Wick is a fictional character.
Look, and this is not like a huge organization, like not a huge team of people. This is just one guy, one developer using Python, connecting these different really cool solutions and turning into something that's actually useful. So he can pack this solution and he can sell it for like a lot of different applications, right? There's this one more. There's this girl that created a way to control a game, like a very difficult game, fully without a controller.
Use mind control to make a completely hands-free game controller. I've done similar projects like this in the past and completed Elden Ring using mind control, but even then we were still using an Xbox controller for movement. So using this EEG, the Emotive API.
So she's using this Emotive API language model that you can train different with your brain. You can just think of a different action and you can train it like hundreds of times. And at a certain point, after like hundreds of times, it can really accurately tell what action you're thinking about, and you're able to control a real game with your brain. So that's already possible. And this is not a huge team that's working on this. This is one person that knows how to integrate these solutions, that knows how to connect them to a commercial project. And yeah, this is the things that are able. So by the end of this game, she plays the whole game like with her brain, pretty much with her mind. So yeah, like really cool things are possible now, and like the playing field is fully evened out for anyone because everything is open source. And here's the premise, right? So AI model training costs are expected to rise from $100 million to $500 million by 2030, and big players like Meta, Amazon, like all of the big companies, big tech companies, they're joining this race. And if you want to start your own like language model from zero, you're going to be competing with these guys. What we're offering is, instead of competing with them, you can use the solutions that all of the geniuses on their side are creating and open sourcing for developers and building like actual cool solutions. So there are solutions for like creating AI generated faces that can talk. There are Palm API is very cool for like coding and language detection. This is a open source solution by Google, by Alphabet. You have OpenAI API, which is a paid solution, but it's a really efficient one. So like if you're looking to get like really cool results within a short amount of time, you can use ChatGPT to create like, for example, beta versions of different solutions. So we have Meta AI, like a lot of different tools, and something that we've built. We're gonna show you like a few projects that we've built. So this is Nimble. It's a decentralized social platform that we have a separate team that's working on. Yeah, it's going live soon. And so we have integrated ChatGPT for search. for example. So why do you need a smart search assistant? So ChatGPT knows everything that happens within a video, everything visuals, everything text. He knows what's the perspective of the person talking within the video, what's his opinion on certain things that he's talking about. So because of this, you're able to search by what's happening in the video instead of just knowing the exact terms, like what's the video called, what's the name of the channel, right? You can say like, hey, like there was this video where like a bear is fighting with like something, right? And then it's gonna find you the video. So what's the last video I watched about NFTs, for example? So a specific search term, and you're able to get a specific video without going into your story or like history of views, like all these things. You can just ask, what's the last video I watched about this certain topic? And then he'll just give you an answer. It simplifies life. ChatGPT is integrated here for summarizing videos. So you have a, let's say 2-hour video, you're able to click on summary and the updated version will have the capability to actually have timestamps. So like what's the exact minute where this video, the author of this video talks about a certain specific thing. And then you're able to jump to that point. And then the biggest solution that we've created, the coolest one, is the language model that is able to translate videos within a very quick amount of time to like over 50 different languages. So we have like 6 languages here for demo, but it's able to translate into over 50 different languages. Okay, so this is a test video. We're testing an AI language model. So let's we have someone from Spain here. So let's go Spanish, for example.
Bien, este es un vídeo de prueba. Estamos probando un modelo de lenguaje de IA que puede traducir un vídeo a 70 idiomas diferentes. Así que aquí abajo, por el bien del prototipo. So you're able to switch languages really fast, and then the updated version of the solution will have a capability to keep my voice, to keep my intonations, and then turn them into a different language, which is really cool. We're testing that right now, and the solutions are really cool. So if you look at this, building something that's able to translate a video into 50 different languages seems like a very huge, difficult task to do. But because all of the heavy lifting is done by a language model, we use ChatGPT here. That's why, no, we actually use an open source alternative of ChatGPT. So it's fully free to use this solution. So we can package this into a solution where you upload your video, and then you're able to pay a certain amount and then download a video in 70 different languages plus subtitles. So that would be a very cool solution that bloggers, creators, I can see they're very easily ready to pay for. So yeah, the main thing here is that you're able to build really cool solutions because all of the heavy lifting is being done by an open source model. Yeah, these are examples of something that we've built. Yeah, we are builders. We love building things, and we're looking to help people get this skill so that we can build together, because there's so much. There's so many requests, there's so much interest to this skill within organizations, within businesses. We just don't have enough hands to handle all of that. That's why we're actually looking to build a community. Well, that's what we're doing right now, actually building a community of these skilled people. How is this building an app? So yeah, look. You're not building, you can actually build a complete app by just integrating open source solutions. So like I said, this would be an application if you have a website where you upload your video, and then you download the same video in 50 different languages, that's a complete application. And the whole process of this application is taking language models, taking data sets of different languages, and then adding also one more language model for text to speech, and this thing works. It just does its magic. And this solution we created within 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks, without putting a lot of effort into it. But if you do put a lot of effort into it, you can create something like Opus.
this thing that turns like you can send your link to your YouTube video and it's gonna turn it into shorts, TikToks and clips within minutes. And it's gonna give you a rating of potential virality of this video. So these guys are generating a lot of cash right now, for example. Yeah, these opportunities are gonna open up for those who get this skill. So let's jump back to the presentation and talk about the course. Yeah, so this is the course. It's 6 months. In 6 months, you're going to have the skill on a commercial level. You'll be able to go into any organization. You'll be able to go into any startup, into any government, and make their systems smarter. So like whether it's software, it's hardware, it's voice, it's computer vision, the process of integrating language models, it's very same. Like it's very similar. So you need data, you need to train these things, and you need to connect it to different applications. So that's the skill. We have senior AI developer, Mohamed Jan, that was with us right now. And he's going to be the one that's guiding the whole way through. So curating the whole way through. So all of the lessons, any questions you have within the lessons, any questions you have within the tasks that you do within the program, everything will be assisted, and you'll have a curated way of learning the skill. So instead of just how like 99% of these programs work, they just give you a library of video and then you just watch it on your own time. That's not what we do. We do 3 lessons per week. We have presentations of every lesson. We have recordings of every lesson. We do a lot of practice assignments. So this is not a skill that you can learn by just listening to like a theoretical video. You actually have to get with your hands and like actually build these things into a real solutions. And we have a lot of language models that we're going to be looking through, and we're going to learn how to implement them into solution. Yeah, we can go to the next slide. Yeah, like I said, student support. You have questions about lessons, about assignments, about technology within these 6 months, and there's no limit. Like there's no limit to your questions. Like it's not like, oh, you have like 20 questions you can ask every month. The more questions you ask, the better, because we know that you're very involved within the program, and we know that you're gonna have a better skill if you actually ask when you don't know certain things. And we have a rule that there is no dumb questions. So like any question goes, anything goes. Yeah, that's why we're able to get the skill. Joint execution of tasks. Yeah, the learning happens within our Discord. It's a closed Discord for our students. So we'll have a voice channel there. We'll have a questions channel there. We'll have a channel for submitting your tasks, so your homework, and then getting feedback from submitted homework. You have like anything that you can, like a channel that you can jump on, and then get like your questions answered. Yep. Employment. Yeah, I mean, if you have this skill, it's not very difficult to get a position. It's not very difficult. Like you have to really try hard not to find a position, an opportunity for yourself. So LinkedIn works really well, like no matter what country you're from. And within most countries, LinkedIn works really well. So GitHub will have your portfolio of the things that you've built, of the things you've integrated. And then like when you go to the gatekeeper on LinkedIn, you need to talk to a CTO or like a technical person that's going to look at what you've actually built and how well you've integrated the solutions into different applications. We'll have like a few integrations within our course. So you'll do 2 to 4 different integrations, like real solutions that you have created within our program itself. So from there, you can like go and play around. This is like the whole playing field is open for you. Preparing for interviews. Yeah, like I said, if you have the skills, you don't need to like be able to like really prepare for interviews a lot. Like you just show them the results that you built, and then yeah, that's it from there pretty much. We're connected with a lot of different startups, with a lot of different organizations. Like 2 weeks ago, we talked with the CEO of Twitch, Emmett Shea, for example. Like we talked one-on-one with. like for like 30 minutes. We were connected with a lot of cool organizations and companies around the world, and we're looking to give all of the opportunities that come up to our students, as well as help them like find it on their own terms, pretty much. So what's the let's go to the cost of the program. Yes, the certification. You'll be able to become a certified MLOps engineer and AI integrator. And so junior plus certificate you will get by the end of the 6 months, but only when you complete a big assignment that we have a certification assignment where you need to actually build a full integrated solution that's applicable actually, and it's very useful. So and we'll have a list within our program. We'll have a list of very cool ideas, or you can come up with your own idea and build that into a reality. And we also have paid portfolio assignments. So like even within the program, within like after the 4th month, you're able to have paid assignments because we have a lot of requests right now even. Next slide. Yeah, so the cost is $3,900, but because we're international and like banking is so difficult and we're not able to, like we're trying to make it as accessible as possible. We've split the payment into like, we're enabling a discount right now for our first batch, which will be a $400 application and the first month. And then for the next 5 months, it's $250 per month. So this is like as accessible as we're able to make it, so that you're able to have a fully curated support within the program. We give you a 30-day money-back guarantee, 30 days from the start of the actual program. So like at any point you're thinking, okay, this is like not, I don't like this, or like I don't think I'm able to get the skill, like if you have any doubts, you're very easily able to like get your money back, because we're 100% sure of the quality of the product, which is the program, and we're 100% sure of our ability to transfer this amazing skill. And we're like one of the very few ones that are teaching AI integration. So yeah, do we have anything else within the slides? Yeah, so whoever wants to join, we already have 30 spots filled, guys, and there is a chat link here in this chat. You can see a WhatsApp chat. This is a closed WhatsApp chat for whoever is interested. Like whoever wants to find out more, like we're gonna send the PDF of this presentation there. We're gonna send the recording, some links, we're gonna show some cool solutions created by AI integrators. Yeah, so like, and also if you want to join right away, yeah, it's cool also. Right now we accept crypto, but we have the agreement. We get the agreement with every student with the guarantee of 30-day money back. So yeah. Whoever is ready to change their lives to go into IT, to get like, this is like a cheat code skill pretty much, because it's you don't need to you don't create the whole result that you create, like because the open source models that are there creating the result, but you're the one getting all the benefits from it pretty much. So that's the skill. Hope this was productive, and if you have any more questions, yeah, it would be a good time right about now. You can ask by turning on your microphone, or you can use chat if you have any more questions. All right, I guess no questions. Okay, guys, if you're interested, if you want to find out more, we double send the chat link. We have people from everywhere. We have students from UK. We have students from the MENA region, Singapore, Asian countries. It's a very international studying format, which is very fun. Age limit? No, there's no age. Like because we learn a commercial skill and we go from 17 plus. So like we usually don't admit very young people because like we're not here to play. We're here to build actual solutions and to find a career opportunity in the future. And we give you all the skill sets that are needed for to be able to work on a commercial level. So 25 is a great time to start these things. Yeah, we have I think we have 3 students from Emirates, even 1 student from Saudi. Yeah, it's very fun to have like students from everywhere. It's kind of cool. And we're gonna show you a recording of our Discord also, like exactly what it looks like, the channel for lessons, the channel for PDFs, the place for the voice channel, with the discount. Yeah, so with the discount is 1650. And then after the 6 months, guys, you will have 2 months of supported building. So you can build solutions and you can ask all of your questions with our chat. You will have full supported 2 months of building after the program. So pretty much as a bonus. We're looking to create actual builders, not just like have lessons for the sake of having lessons, because we need actual skilled people. And this discount is up for like 36 hours, guys, because this is an opportunity for anyone who is able to dive into a skill like this without like a lot of hesitation, because like hesitation kills opportunities in life. We know that for sure. Yeah, anyone who's interested, if you guys don't have any more questions, you can ask within the chat. We'll have Mohamed Jan there, the senior ML developer. I'll be there, and we'll send you a lot of cool additional information. So at least you have the idea of the skill right now, and you're aware of what's happening within like the skill wise. Like they say, prompt generation is the future, which is we don't really believe in that, because if you don't know the skill, you're not able to prompt really well within the skill. So like if you don't know programming at all, you're not able to request a correct way of programming. So it's the same with like any other skill. So that's why we're gonna actually dive into programming, into a level of programming that's actually needed, and into like everything that's about connecting APIs, open source, pulling data. So like that's the focus of the program. All right, thanks everyone. We'll see you within the chat, and yeah, if you have any more questions, for those who want to join right away, like I said, we have like I think 10 or 12 spots right now left. We're starting 25th of June, so like in 3 weeks. That's when the first lesson kicks off, and we already have like one batch of 43 students right now. They're like on a 12th lesson, on a 12th 13th lesson, yeah, I think. So you'll be the batch number 2 within this AI integrator direction. All right, guys, thanks so much. We'll see you on the other side. If you don't have any more questions, then I guess we'll just go and have a nice dinner, and then prepare for the next work week. To be productive, we need to recharge a little bit.
Thank you, guys. Have a nice evening.
Thanks.